Guys, it's finally Friday. Did you see I'm off? And I do have an editorial for you. This one doesn't involve a law enforcement officer. This one involves a citizen. But I want to get your opinions in the comments section below on how you feel about this charge. Now I'm going to put a link to the full story in the description box, but I'm going to give it to you right here. And this is an interesting one. I'm going to give you some stuff to chew on. You let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Comes to us from WMC5. That's WMC5 out of Memphis, Tennessee. WMC Action News. Thank you, Jessica Holly, for this story. Out of Memphis, a Mid-South man is now charged with first-degree murder, accused of shooting an alleged thief in the back with a sawed-off shotgun. The shooting happened Wednesday on Mount Moriah Road. According to a police affidavit, a man was seen stealing a chainsaw from Mid-South Small Engines. The owner of Mid-South Small Engines declined to comment, only saying court documents are inaccurate, stating the victim was shot multiple times. He says the man accused only fired once. The store, said to be a one-stop power equipment store, has been open since 1960, according to its website. Court documents reveal 4 different witnesses pointed to Charles Kalb as the shooter. According to a police affidavit, Kalb shot Lamorris Robinson in the back as he fled the store with an alleged stolen chainsaw in hand. Kalb is charged with first-degree murder and possession of a prohibited weapon for using a sawed-off shotgun during the fatal shooting. Witnesses told police Charles Kalb witnessed the theft and shot the unarmed burglar in the back with a sawed-off shotgun as he was running away. Will Dugan, the chief instructor at Top Gun Range in Memphis, since 2002, he's taught gun owners how to use their weapon and the law that comes with owning a deadly weapon in Tennessee. He said, quote, "The law in Tennessee is very clear. You are not allowed to use deadly force, whether it is a firearm or a knife or any other weapon, to defend property, period. Laws like the Castle Doctrine," Dugan says, "are often confused by gun owners protecting property versus your home." He said, quote, "The difference is you're not defending the home itself. You're not defending your TV. You're not defending your couch. You're not defending your computer. You're defending the domicile that's occupied. That means where you live, you are there. That's what you're protecting." Kalb is scheduled to make his first court appearance Friday morning. Now, I wonder if he's going to have J. Lyman Stone represent him in court, Bruiser Stone. Let me know if you get that reference. I wonder if J. Lyman Stone, Bruiser Stone will be, Dick, get over here. We got a case, Dick. It's with a sawed-off shotgun. Now, if you get that reference, let me know. Okay. If you don't, I can't help you. But anyway, getting back to this. So this guy basically alleged that some guy ran out of that Mid-South Small Engines with a chainsaw that he had stolen, allegedly, and he went after him and shot him in the back with a sawed-off shotgun, which I believe is prohibited in Tennessee. But more than that, shot him in the back, running away. He was unarmed. There are 2 things I want to ask you, and then I'll cut this editorial. It's going to be a little shorter this morning, but this one really struck out. I always say struck out. Am I thinking baseball? That's maybe because I'm in California and I'm thinking about the Dodgers. But this one stuck out to me because of the 2 questions I'm going to ask you right now. That's why this editorial popped out at me. There were only really a couple of law enforcement stories that I could have went over. But this one really stuck out to me for these 2 questions. One, if this man had a tin badge, if he had a piece of tin on his chest and was empowered with police powers by the state of Tennessee, would he be charged right now with murder? Would he even be charged with murder if he had police powers and a tin badge? Could he say, well, he had a chainsaw and I feared for my life? That's all he had to say, really. Is, I feared for my life. He had a chainsaw. And I pow. If this guy is a civilian, uses that as a defense, well, he had a chainsaw and I got scared. Could he use that? Or does he have to have that piece of tin on his chest? I want to know what you guys think. Second question. Why is he being charged with first-degree murder? When a lot of times first-degree murder is reserved for premeditated murder, premeditated homicide. Usually that's what first-degree murder is. It was premeditated. It's homicide that's premeditated. It's something you thought about. You went out and you killed somebody, first-degree murder. Why not second-degree murder or third-degree murder? Or why not voluntary manslaughter? I'll give you the levels of homicide. They may have changed. This is back when I went through the police academy in 1998-99. You had first-degree murder, second-degree murder, third-degree murder. Then you had voluntary manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, and negligent homicide. And some of us were kind of wondering, what's negligent homicide? Like, what? Negligent homicide. How are you negligent? And an example of that came up when these teenagers were driving back in a van. They were coming back for spring break or whatever they're doing. And it was in Texas, and they were on the highway there. Well, the driver got a little tired. You know, he'd been driving overnight. And he decided, you know, we need to switch, man. I'm really tired. And they were almost home, and they said, well, why pull over to switch? Why don't you just, I'll get over here. I'll get in the driver's seat. You slide out, grab the wheel, and then you just get over there and you can be the passenger and I'll be the driver. All right, let's do this. And as these two were trying to switch, when you're young, you do things. They lost control and the van swerved, went off the road, flipped, rolled, and killed two of the other teenagers in the van. And they were charged with negligent homicide. Why? Because they killed somebody and they were negligent. Now, it wouldn't necessarily be vehicular manslaughter, but it was negligent homicide. So that's where negligent homicide fits in. But getting back to this man was charged with first-degree murder, which, like I said, is usually for premeditated homicide. It's not really, I mean, he was running after the guy. He thought the guy stole something and he just shot him. Wouldn't that be voluntary manslaughter? Or at least third-degree murder? I don't know. You guys let me know. Some of you shithouse lawyers out there, let me know in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch, let you know what's going on with Leos across your nation. And I know this isn't a Leo, but I just wanted to ask you this because there have been so many police shootings and even some where the person was unarmed and the officers kind of got off or were acquitted of murder or not charged with murder simply because they were police officers. And they said, I feared for my life. What happens now to this civilian who's in the same position and he's being given the whole shebang, first-degree murder? I don't know. It was the heat of the moment. What do you think? It wasn't premeditated. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy Friday. See if we can get some cop watching in for you guys.